Finding leads has become 100 times easier with AI. So here's what I can do right now. I'll open Telegram and I'll send a voice message to my AI agent.
Can you find leads for software engineer roles in Texas, USA?
And it instantly replies asking me which industry I want the lead from. And once I answer, within seconds, a list of qualified leads with emails, job titles, and LinkedIn profiles is added right to my Google Sheet. This AI agent saves hours of manual work and makes finding the right leads more efficient, even if you've never done automation before. So no more manual searching or coding. In this video, I'll show you how to build this exact system using n8n, all without writing a single line of code. So stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll have your own AI lead generation agent all set up and running. And I'm Brian from Website Learners. Let's get started. We are going to create a lead generation agent using AI in just 3 parts. The first part is to set up the n8n automation platform. Now, this is where we'll set up the n8n platform to build our automations. Now, n8n is a no-code automation tool that lets you automate tasks. With this, you can build custom workflows without writing any code. Once it is set up, you can create and run as many automations as you want. So this setup needs to be done only once. We are going to do this in just 3 simple steps. The first step is to get the n8n hosting. Now, there are 3 different ways that you can use n8n. The first option is to host n8n locally on your computer. This option is free, but it is more complex to set up. The second option is using WSK for hosting n8n. This is the quick and low-cost way to host n8n. This costs just $14 per month or 1,170 Indian rupees per month. The third option is the n8n Cloud, which is the official platform by n8n. This costs around 24 pounds per month, which is approximately $27. So it's much more expensive and the features are limited too. In this video, we are going to purchase n8n from WSK, where we get unlimited workflow executions and unlimited active workflows. Since n8n is open source, you get much more benefits when you host it on your own platform like WSK. So to host n8n on WSK, just click the link in the description and it will take you to this page. Scroll down and click Choose Plan. Here you can choose how long you want the hosting for. I'm going to choose 12 months. Also, choosing this option gives the best price, which is $14 per month. Then fill in these details, enter your payment details, and click Checkout. So now we have successfully made the payment and we've got our n8n hosting. Now click here and you can see that our plan is active. So let's go to step 2, which is to set up n8n. So to set it up, just scroll down and click on Go to Setup. Here, fill in the details, click Next, and it will take you to this page. So now we've successfully set up the n8n platform and we have reached the n8n dashboard, which means we can now start creating a workflow. Now you have 2 options. You can either create a new workflow and then build the agent manually by adding each node one by one, or you can choose a ready-made automation template that lets you quickly import the workflow and lets you use the agent instantly. To make things easier, I've already created a workflow for the lead generation AI agent and it's already available in WebSpace Kit. So let's move on to step 3, which is to import the workflow template. To import the template, first we need to download the template. To do that, go back to this tab, scroll down, and here you'll find different workflow templates for various AI agents. So let's select and download them. And it will be downloaded to your computer. Once you download the workflow, to import it, let's go back to n8n and click on Start from Scratch. Then click here, select Import from File, and upload the main workflow file you just downloaded. And as you can see, we've got our workflow. Alright, we have successfully imported the main workflow, but it's not functional yet. You may have noticed the warning signs on some of these nodes in the workflow. These indicate that those nodes still need to be configured. To make our workflow fully functional, let's go to the second part, which is to set up the workflow nodes. So we are going to set them up one by one, starting with the Telegram trigger node. So to set it up, first we need to connect our Telegram node to n8n. To do that, we'll create a new credential. So let's open the node. Click on this option and select Create New Credentials. Here we need to enter an API key. So to get the API key, we need to create a bot on Telegram. To do that, just click the link in the description and it will take you to this page. Now click here to log in using your phone number. Then enter your phone number, click next, enter the code received on your phone number, and you will be logged in. Now to create the bot on Telegram and get the API key, here just search for BotFather and select this option. BotFather helps us create and manage Telegram bots. So first, click Start to begin. To create a new bot, click on /newbot. Enter a name for the bot. I'm going to enter Lead Generation AI Assistant. Next, enter a username for the bot and make sure it ends with bot. So I'm going to enter Lead Generation AI Assistant bot. As you can see, our Telegram bot is created and we've got the API key. So let's copy it. Then go back to n8n, paste it here, and click Save. Great. Now we have successfully set up the Telegram node, but as you can see here, we have multiple Telegram nodes. So next, let's update our account on all these nodes as well. To do that, just open each node one by one and they'll connect to our Telegram account automatically. And as you can see, the warning signs have disappeared from the nodes. So now we have successfully set up all the Telegram nodes. Next, let's go to the second step, which is to set up the transcribe node. Now this node uses OpenAI to convert voice messages from Telegram into text. So it's optional and only needed if you want to talk to the bot using your voice. If you're just going to text the bot on Telegram, then you can skip this step. So to set it up, we need to connect our OpenAI account to the workflow. To do that, just click on the node, click here, and select Create New Credentials. Here we need to enter the API key of our OpenAI account. So to get the API key, click the link in the description below and sign in with your Google account. Once you're signed in, click on Create New Secret Key, enter a name for your API key, and again click on Create Secret Key. As you can see, we've got the API key, but keep in mind, you'll only be able to get an API key from OpenAI if you've added a payment method first. To learn more about the cost of using OpenAI, you can click the link in the description, and also note that these charges are based on usage only and it's not a subscription. So if you don't use it, you won't be charged anything. So let's copy it. Paste it here and click Save. Alright, we have now successfully set up the transcribe node. So let's go to the third step, which is to set up the lead agent node. This node is the brain of our workflow and it is responsible for getting the lead information. So to set it up, just click on the node and let's expand this so that we can see it better. Now here you can see the instructions about its role. So this message tells the AI what it needs to do and how it needs to respond to the user. So you can edit this message however you want to suit your needs. Inside the lead agent, we're using OpenAI to understand the user's message. Just click here. And here you can see it has already selected our OpenAI account, which we've added earlier. And that's it. Next, we have a simple memory. It helps the AI to remember past messages to keep a context in the conversation. We can also tell the simple memory how many past interactions it should remember. So to do that, just click on it and enter a number here. I'm going to enter 5. This will give the AI enough context to stay on track without overloading it with too much information. Alright, the next is the lead scraping tool. It extracts information from potential leads and adds it to the Google Sheets. If you click on it, here you'll see a section called Description. This is where we tell the AI how to use this tool. For example, if I message the Telegram bot saying find marketing leads in New York for SaaS companies, the AI picks out the key info, and once it has everything it needs, it calls the lead scraping tool to find the leads. So these are all the components that we are using under the AI agent node. But the workflow isn't fully functional yet. To complete it, we need to connect a sub workflow. A sub workflow runs inside the main one, but only when it's called. In this case, we're using a sub workflow under the lead scraping tool. So when the AI agent has enough information, it will call the sub workflow to scrape the lead data and add it to Google Sheets. So let's go to the third part of this video, which is to set up the sub workflow. We will do this in just 3 simple steps. The first step is to import the sub workflow. So to do that, click here and click on Create a sub workflow. First, delete this existing workflow. Just select it and press delete. Now to import a ready-made sub workflow which we've downloaded from WebSpace Kit, just click here, select Import from File, and select the lead scraper file which we downloaded earlier. Alright, now we have successfully imported the sub workflow. Now let's understand how it works. The first node is when executed by another workflow. This simply means that this workflow runs only when it's called from the main workflow. Next, we have the JSON node. This node receives the data passed from the lead agent, like the location, business type, and job title, and it prepares it for the next step in JSON format. After that, we have a create URL node. This node takes the data and creates a URL to search in upload.io to find the lead information. Now, upload.io is a platform that provides access to a huge database of professional contacts and company details. It's commonly used for finding leads like people's names, job titles, emails, company info, and so much more. It's perfect for a lead generation AI agent. So the next node is the upload scraper node. This is where the actual scraping happens. It scrapes the lead information from the created URL using upload scraper. Next, the scraped data goes to the extracted info node, and if you click on it, you'll see fields like full name, email addresses, LinkedIn URL, seniority, job title, and etc. This node will filter the scraped data and extract only the data required to fill these fields. Next, this data is sent to the Google Sheets node, and here all the lead details will be updated in a Google Sheet, so you can easily view and share them later. And finally, we will use the edit fields node. This will count the total number of leads which is updated in the Google Sheet and will reply to a bot with a message like 5 new contacts have been added to Google Sheet. So this is how the sub workflow works to scrape the leads. Now let's go to the second step, which is to connect the upload scraper to n8n. So we are going to use upload scraper to scrape the leads directly from upload. So to connect the upload scraper to n8n, just click on this node. Now here we need to replace this URL with the upload scraper's API key. To get this API key, just click the link in the description and it will take you to API. Now API is a platform that lets developers build, deploy and publish web scrapers, AI agents and automation tools. Now click sign in with your Google account. Once you're in, enter your name, click continue. Here search for upload scraper and select this. This scraper lets you scrape up to 5,000 leads and run it 15 times for free. But keep in mind that the free trial lasts only 1 day, and after that you need to rent it for $49 per month. So let's click here and get a 1-day free trial. Just click start. Then click on rent actor. And as you can see, we have successfully rented our scraper. Now to get the API keys, click on API. Select API endpoints. Now scroll down to this part. Copy the API key by clicking here. And paste it here. Perfect. Now we have successfully connected the upload scraper to n8n. Now to make sure the scraped leads get saved to our Google Sheet, let's go to the third step, which is to connect Google Sheet to n8n. To do that, click on this node. Then click here and select create new credentials. As you can see here, we need to enter the client ID and the client secret. To get that, click the link in the description and it will take you to the Google Cloud Console. Now check this box for the terms of service and click agree and continue. To get the client ID and secret, first we need to create a new project. So let's click here. Then click new project. And here, enter a name for your project. I'm going to enter n8n agent and click create. As you can see, our project is created. So let's open it. Just click here and select your project. Okay, now click here. Go to APIs and services. Then go to auth consent screen and click get started. Here enter a simple name for the app. I'm going to enter n8n lead generation. Then here select your email ID and click next. Now select external, click next, enter your email ID again click next, then check this box, click continue, and then click create. Alright, now to connect Google Sheets to n8n, now go to clients, click here, and select web application. Now here enter a name. I'm going to enter n8n lead generation and click here. Now here we need to enter the redirect URL provided by n8n. So to get the URL, let's go back to n8n. Copy this URL by clicking here. Then paste it in this field and click create. As you can see, we've got a client ID, so let's copy it and paste it in n8n. Okay, now to get the client secret, go to clients and click on this edit icon. And here's the client secret. So let's copy it and paste it in n8n. Now before we sign in to Google, we need to enable the Google Sheet API. To do that, let's go back to Cloud Console. Here search for Sheet. Click on this Google Sheet API and click Enable. Once that is done, we need to publish it. So let's go to Auth Consent screen. Then go to Audience. Click on Publish App and click Confirm. Alright, now we need to sign in to Google, so let's go back to n8n. Click here to sign in. And make sure to give n8n all the access it needs. Okay, we have now connected our Google account to n8n. Next here, we need to choose where the lead information should be saved. It can either be a document or a sheet with a document, which means a specific sheet or a tab within a spreadsheet. So I'm going to select sheet within a document. Next, we need to select the actual document and the sheet where we want to save the data. For this, we need to create a new Google Sheet. So to do that, go to Google Sheets, click on this plus button. Now click here and give the sheet a name. Once that is done, go back to n8n. Click here. And you'll see the document you just created. Select it and choose the sheet inside it. Now to make sure the scrape data matches the columns in your sheet correctly, click here and select Map Automatically. Great, we have now successfully connected Google Sheets to n8n. Now when the leads are scraped, they'll be saved directly into the Google Sheet. Alright, now our sub workflow is fully set up and connected. So let's click Save. So let's go back to the main workflow. Save it by clicking here and turn this on to activate the workflow. Alright, now that everything is in place, let's test the entire workflow and see how it works. To do that, first we need to activate the Telegram bot that we created earlier. So let's open Telegram, click on this link, and it will take us to the lead generation bot that we created. Now just click on Start and it will be activated. And you'll see a welcome message from the bot, and this confirms the connection is working. So let's see how it works when you send a voice message. Just click here, record the message.
Can you find leads for software engineer roles in Texas, USA?
And as you can see, the workflow has started to run. Now it's asking where do I want my leads from. So I'll just type in IT industry. Once it is done, the bot will reply with a message like this, and it says it has added 17 leads into Google Sheet. So let's check our Google Sheet. And here they are, 17 fresh leads complete with their email addresses, LinkedIn profiles, job titles, seniority, and more. Amazing, right? Now let's try it with the text message. We need to save the new leads in a different Google Sheet. So open the second sheet. then go to n8n and click on the Google Sheets node. Click here and select the second sheet. Okay, now let's send the message. I'm going to ask, find leads in the IT industry for WordPress developers based in New York, USA. And here's the reply. We got 214 leads this time. Pretty cool, right? So let's check if it's updated in the Google Sheet. And here it is. Pretty cool, right? So this is how you can build a fully automated AI-powered lead generation agent using n8n. Now it's your turn. Go ahead and give it a try. And the first step is launching n8n on WebSpace Kit. To do that, just click here and it'll take you to the same page that we saw in the first step. So go ahead and start creating your workflows. Also, you can get our latest videos directly on WhatsApp. You can just scan the QR or tap the link and hit follow. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.